Yo, what's going on YouTube? Vick Almighty here with a brand new episode of Restoration with Vick. Before we get started, I want to thank every single one of you guys that tune into our channel. Whether you guys are a day one subscriber or you guys just found out about our channel, thank you guys so much. We wouldn't be here without you. I've been doing this for a good 5 years now. I've done over 200 restoration and custom videos. It's crazy, but I feel like I'm just getting started. For today's restoration, we're gonna be taking care of these super trashed Valentine's Day Air Force One. This is a shoe that I had no idea that existed, but I found this on eBay for a great price. As far as what I'm gonna do to this shoe is remove the yellowing off the soles, remove the creasing with the toe box because these toe boxes are super crushed, remove all the scratches and scuffs all around the leather. These are filled with scratches. The leather is so rough on these. We're gonna do a lot of sanding and use a lot of paint to bring these back to life. My favorite feature about the shoe is the toe box. On original Air Force Ones, they have holes all around the toe box. For this one, they're replaced with hearts. Same thing with the sides. We're gonna do our best to bring the shoe back to life. Of course, we got a lot of work ahead of us, so let's get started. First things first, to get started with this restoration, we gotta start with the deep clean. For this cleaning, we're gonna be using Reshoevn8r's Signature Shoe Cleaning Kit. We have everything we need here. Our laundry bag, our shoe trees, all 3 brushes, and solution. We'll also be needing our laundry pods, a towel, and of course, our cleaning mat. Let's get to work. Let's put the left shoe to the side for before and after purposes. We're gonna be focusing on the right shoe. Let's remove the laces and insole. I don't believe these are the original laces, so I'm just gonna trash them and replace it with some authentic Nike laces. Next, we're gonna take out our insole. All right, good to go with that. Now let's grab a Reshoevn8r adjustable shoe tree and adjust it to size. Shoe tree's in place. Now let's grab our 4-ounce bottle solution and squirt 2 squirts inside our bowl. All right, we are good to go. We got our shoe tree in place, solution inside our water. Now let's start off with the first brush. We'll be using our soft bristle to start breaking down all the grime and dirt off the insides and uppers. Here's where we're at with the uppers. A lot of that grime is coming off nicely, but under all that grime, we're starting to see all those scratches all around the toe box, the back, pretty much everywhere. We're gonna keep it moving and move on to the insides with the soft bristle brush still. Uppers look a million times better. A lot of that grime and dirt came off nicely thanks to the soft bristle brush, but I still think we could do a little bit better. All over the stitching and the sock liners, there's still a little bit of dingy, so we're gonna bump it up a little bit and move on to our medium bristle brush. Uppers are pretty much done. Anything I might have missed, the washing machine will take care of for me. Now, onto the last brush to take care of these super grimy soles with the stiff bristle brush. All right, pre-treatment's complete. The last step we gotta do to complete the deep cleaning process is put our shoe inside our sacred laundry bag so we can put it inside the washing machine. That was close, I almost forgot. We got our insole. Let's give it a quick pre-treatment using the soft bristle brush so we can also put it in the laundry bag and get it washed. All right, now let's head over to the washing machine. Time for the washing machine. Anytime you're washing a pair of sneakers inside the washer, you want to use cold water with the regular cycle. We already got our laundry pod inside the washer. Good to go with the deep cleaning process, you guys. Let's go ahead and check out this shoe. As you can see, all that grime and dirt came off the shoe nicely. The uppers were caked with grime. So many years of wear and tear completely washed away. The soles are still yellow, but we'll take care of that in just a bit. Look at these insides. These insides were super disgusting. They were gray. There was so much debris inside. There's like 14 years worth of stuff in there. All that washed up nicely thanks to our signature shoe cleaning kit. Now moving on with this restoration, we gotta remove the yellowing. We'll be using Salon Care 40 and Saran Wrap. And of course, the sun. We are back. After leaving the shoe outside in the sun for a good 2 hours on each side, these are the results. Check that out. Looks great. There are some yellowing still in the front of the midsole, a little bit in the middle, and a bit on the back. Nothing major, we'll get that out later on in this video. Right now we're just gonna focus back onto the uppers. So you guys can remember, there's a lot of scratches and scuffs all over the uppers. Literally, there's not a panel on the shoe that doesn't have a scratch. The toe box is covered in scratches, the back, the sides, everything. We're gonna have to do a lot of prep work to get these as smooth as possible. For this step, we'll be using a lot of different grit sandpapers. We'll be using 400 grit, 500 grit, 600 grit. There are some really deep scratches that will just take forever using sandpaper, so I will try using the Dremel for this step. Looking good, you guys. I've done about 45 minutes of sanding using the sandpaper. I've used 300, 400, and 600. This is where we're at so far. It still looks pretty crappy, but it's definitely smooth and it's close to being ready for a new paint job. Back here though, we still have some pretty nasty scratches. These are really rough, so we're gonna smooth them out using a little Dremel. Now we're onto the toe box. As you can see, it is super crushed. We gotta use the iron method for this step. We're simply just gonna use an iron, stuff it with a bunch of old rags, then place a wet rag over the toe box and simply iron it out. Check this out, you guys. These toe boxes look a million times better. Originally they were super crushed, now we got it back to its original shape. Same thing for the hearts. Originally they were crushed with the rest of the toe box, now they're back to its original shape. Again, this is my favorite feature about this whole shoe. It goes perfectly with the concept of Valentine's Day Air Force One. Now we're gonna move on to some painting. First, we gotta tape off the soles, the swooshes, pretty much everything but the white leather. One thing I always make sure I do before I start painting or even start taping, using a lighter, I hit all the stitching all around the shoe to make sure I burn off all the frayed material. Same thing with any cotton ball fuzz. During the prep work, I tend to leave fuzz from the cotton ball behind. It looks really sloppy if you paint over that stuff because you'll be able to see the little hairs when you look it up close. It looks super unprofessional. So using a lighter, just hit all around and burn off all that stuff before you start painting. Tape job's complete. Now let's make this shoe beautiful. We'll be using some Jacquard white paint through our airbrush. This is where we're at so far. This is about 5 coats of white paint. It's looking pretty solid, but we're not there yet. A lot of the areas where I sanded it down feels really rough and that's not good. So using the sandpaper method one more time, using 600 grit, we're gonna sand down those areas one more time to get them nice and smooth. All done with that. That step is crucial, you guys, in order to get a nice professional paint job. Now the last step we gotta do is lay down some more paint. 1 or 2 more coats is really all you need. If it still needs it, we'll hit it one more time with 600 grit to get that smooth, perfect leather, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, that is going to bring us to an end on this restoration of these Valentine's Day Air Force Ones. Let's go ahead and look at the befores. Crazy, huh? Creasing's bad, yellowing all around, scratches are deep, super dirty, and they're just full of germs. Now, it's time to look at the after. That's what I call a restoration. They're back to white, creasing's gone, yellowing's gone as well, and they're clean and disinfected. This right here is a day and night restoration. It's crazy what some rejuvenator and a little bit of paint can do to a beat up shoe. Stay tuned for the month of March, you guys. There's 5 Mondays in that month, and it's Air Max month. We got some crazy content coming up for you guys, so stay tuned. This is Vick Almighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys next Monday.